Between 1st October and 15th of December, around 175,000 arrivals were recorded. We hope that our strong vaccination campaign will boost the tourism sector and contribute towards economic recovery. Excellencies, it is most unfortunate that many developing countries, especially in Africa, are far behind the target of 40% vaccination rate by end of 2021. Mauritius remains committed to the strengthening of healthcare resilience and innovation in Africa. Our vision is to contribute towards reducing our dependency on global supply chains and improve access to vaccines and other therapeutics for all African countries. We strongly believe in vaccines and therapeutics equity and call for an early conclusion of the discussions at the WTO on the TRIPS waiver proposal in this regard. Excellencies, whereas COVID-19 has posed serious challenges towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030, this has not shaken our resolve to build back better. In this regard, we have created favorable conditions for the development of the biotechnology and pharmaceutical sector in Mauritius. We look forward to the assistance and cooperation of our partners in setting up this new pillar for our economy. We are also investing in innovative projects such as the Côte d'Or Data Technology Park, which we expect will contribute to give a boost to the post-COVID recovery. As a small island developing state, Mauritius will continue to advocate for the strengthening of multilateralism and international cooperation to fight global challenges such as pandemics and to strategize for sustained recovery. Climate change is one of these global challenges which affect all countries. However, for SEEDS, it is no less than an existential threat. At the COP26 in Glasgow, Mauritius underlined the damage global warming and rising sea level are causing to low-lying islands in particular. Predictable funding to address mitigation and adaptation is an absolute necessity. SEEDS remain the most vulnerable, yet the least polluting countries. The international community must live up to its commitment and duty to provide us with the necessary resources to fight climate change. Excellencies, I wish to inform you that Mauritius has submitted its candidature to various international organizations, such as the International Telecommunication Union Council and the UNESCO Executive Board for the term 2023-2027. Mauritius will also stand as a candidate for a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council for the term 2025-2026. In this respect, I rely on your continued support. Excellencies, from the international trade perspective, 2021 has been an exceptional year for Mauritius with the coming into force of 4 trade agreements. the Mauritius-China Free Trade Agreement, the UK Eastern Southern Africa Economic Partnership Agreement, the Comprehensive Economic Cooperation and Partnership Agreement with India, as well as the start of trade and the African Continental Free Trade Area, marked a milestone in our endeavor to nurture and strengthen trade and economic relations with friendly countries. The successful holding of the Trade Policy Review of Mauritius by the WTO this year is a recognition of the effective economic reforms undertaken by Mauritius to facilitate trade. The coming year will be marked by an overhaul of our innovation framework as we move to implement the new industrial property legislation, which will encompass a package of measures that will render our intellectual property system more responsive to research, development, and innovation. Excellencies, fostering regional cooperation has been and will remain a key priority of my government. Our membership to the African Union, SADC, COMESA, IOC, and the IORA has played a vital role in expanding our economic space. Development of the ocean economy, which is high on government's agenda, also features prominently on the regional strategy. I wish to share with you that Mauritius will organize the third edition of the Ministerial Conference on Maritime Security next year, and we look forward to your fruitful participation. Whilst maintaining and strengthening our bilateral relations with our traditional partners, our friendship with Arab countries has grown significantly over the course of this decade, leading to the recent opening of a Consulate General of Mauritius in Dubai. My government will continue to enhance its cooperation with Arab countries through cultural, tourism, trade, and other exchanges. The judgment delivered by a special chamber of the Tribunal on 28 January 2021 on the preliminary objections of Maldives in the maritime delimitation case constitutes another very significant step in our struggle to complete the decolonization process of Mauritius. In that judgment, the special chamber held that the authoritative determinations made by the International Court of Justice in its advisory opinion of 25 February 2019 have legal effect, thereby confirming the undisputed sovereignty of Mauritius over the Chagos Archipelago. The special chamber will now proceed to delimit the maritime boundary between Mauritius and Maldives in the region of the Chagos Archipelago. Another important development is we therefore look forward to again fully engage with all of you in the course of the coming year. Finally, I wish to convey to your Excellencies and your respective families, and through you, to your respective governments, my best wishes for a safe and healthy New Year. Thank you.